Hey everybody, David the AI Guide here on Saturday, and we're starting our last industry segment, and it's 3D printing and AI. And what is 3D printing? Well, another name for it is called additive manufacturing. So what's the difference between 3D printing or additive manufacturing and traditional manufacturing? Well, traditional manufacturing might be called subtractive. So I'll give you a couple of examples. Think about clothing. They're going to run huge rolls of cloth through machines that cut out pieces in the shape that they want the clothing to be once it's sewn together. So that means that there's a lot of waste, right? You're cutting a piece out of a very broad piece of fabric. And another example similar to that is I work for a company that makes, among other things, parts for airplanes and parts for spacecraft, rockets. What we do is we take a certain material. A lot of aircraft parts are made out of titanium, for example, and you'll take a block of titanium and you'll cut the piece that you want to the shape you want out of that block of titanium. Well, as you might expect, this is hugely expensive and very, very wasteful. 3D printing or additive manufacturing, by contrast, takes something from nothing. So what it does is it builds a product up from nothing to layer by layer by layer until you have the finished product. So what are the benefits of 3D printing or additive manufacturing? Very, very little waste compared to regular manufacturing. So it's way more environmentally friendly. The other thing is that 3D printing takes much, much less energy. We're talking probably 90% less energy to make a given component. So there's dramatic differences and improvements using 3D printing from traditional manufacturing. And so where does that leave us? Well, 3D printing is going to change the world, and it, along with AI, are what are called two converging technologies, meaning they're developing in parallel and they boost each other up into something that neither one could be without the other. So what does this look like in the future? I'll give you a perfect example. Let's say you're Levi Strauss and you make blue jeans. You might make 150,000 pairs of a given size right now and ship it to stores all over the country, if not the world. And these retail stores will sell your product. In the future, once 3D printing further matures and gets cheaper, like all technologies do over time, people will have a 3D printer in their home. And what you're going to do is you're going to buy a pattern and you'll take measurements once and you'll be able to put those measurements into a program, a 3D printing program, and it will print you out a pair of Levi's jeans that fit absolutely perfectly. They're custom made for you. And this is the direction over the next 10 to 20 years that retail is headed. It's going to move from the historical high volume manufacturing, mass product manufacturing, the same thing for everybody, maybe in different sizes, but basically the same thing for everybody, down to individualized, customized product for you only. And 3D printers can do much, much more than just blue jeans. They can already print food. They can print wine. They can print like something you need that you would go to the hardware store to fix something at your house. A 3D printer can already print that. A lot of people today, because of COVID, are using 3D printers to print masks and donating them to hospitals, doctors' offices, and other people that really need these masks. So 3D printing is going to completely change how you buy things, and it's coming fairly soon. So next time we're going to talk about how AI plays into 3D printing and what the leverage of those two technologies together is going to do to change the world. Thanks. Take care. Bye.